Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So I am going to be teaching you, if you don't know already, most of you probably do, but I'm going to be teaching you all about different beings of light. And I'm going to do 4 videos on them. So, this is going to be the first video. So, there are many different kinds of beings of light. And basically, what a being of light it is a presence of God. It just like we are, our true self, anyways, is a part of God. So are these beings, and these beings. When I say beings of light, I'm referring to beings that don't have a body. So, for example, some examples are angels, ascended masters like Jesus, some animal spirit guides, elementals, which are the angels of the earth. And basically, with all of them, they oftentimes, more often than not, want to help you and want your highest good and want to make your life easier in many, many ways. However, they cannot violate the law of free will, because we as people, we have free will. We have free will to choose, basically, in some respects, between our true self, our high self, our angelic self, or between our lower self, our ego, our snake-like self, whatever you want to call it. Basically, there's only 2 decisions in every decision. It's either love or fear. And you can either be those qualities, or you can be the other kind of qualities, which you always are. You can't ever be separated from that. You can't ever be separated from your light, from the part of God that you are. It just can get covered up by your ego. It's kind of like a cloudy day. The sun's still shining. It just doesn't, it's raining, but the sun's still there. So, yes, you must ask for their help. You must ask for their help for them to be able to intervene into your life and to be able to really work their magic. I have found them to be wonderful and invaluable at helping me in my life, and I know that they can help you. So if you're not that familiar with working with them, please view the rest of my videos and get to know them and work with them and read about them. They're every bit as real as you and I. Whether it's an angel, an ascended master, a spirit guide of some sort, nature angel, they are just as real. Only they don't have as physical of a body as we do. So more often than not, we can't physically see them. A lot of people can psychically see them, but it's obviously different than looking at my arm or something. So and they vibrate at a higher level, therefore they're less dense than we are. So their bodies are less dense. So yes, you have to ask for their help, and then they will help you. Yeah. I suppose I have 5 minutes left. Well, why don't we just start with angels and archangels? That's the first group that I wanted to talk about. Everyone has heard of angels or knows what they are, and most people have heard of archangels. Angels are probably, out of all the things I'm going to talk to, probably the highest beings of light, and I mean by highest, I mean less dense. They are so pure that they don't have an ego, they don't have fear, they don't have a snake-like self like we do. they're just pure God's love emanated in light, and they're just an aspect of God that's just love, unconditional love. And everyone has angels. You have angels around you right now, of course. They're there to help you and guide you. They are pretty much your intuition in some respects. They, when you get a gut feeling about not to do something or to do something, it's oftentimes your angels, talking to you, guiding you on your best path. So yes, and you can talk to them. You can, if you really try, you definitely can. I remember when I first started reading about angels, which was probably about 10 or 12 years ago. I would just put out my hands. While I was lying down, and I would just ask my guardian angels to hold my hands, and I can feel them right now. They're holding my hands. And it was so awesome because that was the first time that I've ever felt them. So if you've never felt your angels, just try it. You can feel warmth. I can feel warmth on my hands right now. It's really neat. So yes, and angels, they only will give you messages of love. They don't give you messages of fear or hateful messages at all. That they're incapable of doing that, actually. So it's true divine guidance if it's love-based, if it's if it stems from love. That's always the angels. That's the only language they know is love. That's really the only thing that they know how to do, and that's what they're put here to do. Then there's the archangels, who are probably the next classification on the hierarchy of angels. And there's this, you can look at it online. There's this whole hierarchy. It's really fascinating to learn about, but I'm just going to give you the 101. So the archangels, there are 13 now, or 16. I can't remember. There's a lot. And basically the archangels are almost like managers of the angels, of the regular angels. So they oversee a lot of things, and they are able to be, just like ascended masters, they are able to be everywhere at the same time, kind of like God. So for example, if I call on an archangel to help me, the archangel comes and has an experience with me, while at the same time he or she might be having a totally different and separate experience with someone else at the same physical time that I am having that experience with the archangel. So yeah, pretty neat, huh? There's, like I said, there's 15 or 16. The most common ones, you've probably heard of Archangel Michael. He's probably the main one. Archangel Raphael, the healing archangel. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Nathaniel, Archangel Ariel. I'm sure there's more, but you can go online and definitely check them out. They're awesome to work with. They're so incredible. I work with them constantly, and I highly, if you've never worked with any of the archangels, do some research. Check out Doreen Virtue. If you don't know who she is, she's the angel lady. That's where I learned everything I know about angels and archangels and ascended masters and everything, basically, that I know. I've learned from her and her teachings. So yes, angels are pure beings of light. They are absolutely unconditionally loving, and they're with you right now. And call on them. Call on them right now. See if you can feel their presence. All right? Leave me comments if you can.